Day 2, snow. This is a little bit more than yesterday. It's been coming around about an inch an hour. For those of you who don't know and who don't follow my Twitter, which is fine, but it's twitter.com/JamesRSchultz if anybody is interested. We're in Ohio, northeastern Ohio, and in particular Hudson, Ohio, for those of you who may not know. And today was a snow day, which was great. I actually woke up at about 7:42, and I thought I overslept by about an hour, so I got up and ran down the hall to discover it's a snow day. So when I used the snowblower on it this morning, look at this bush. Let me get on the porch. It's ridiculous. You know, in Ohio, we're pretty used to this, but not early in December. Let's see how far I can skid. Oh, shoot. That wasn't bad. Anyways, cold, 19 degrees. We had 13 inches this morning. I would say in uninterrupted areas, we're pushing 1.5 feet. I hope it keeps up for tomorrow. It's supposed to, and we'll see what happens for tomorrow. If we have a delayed start or another snow day, would be awesome. So I drove the car this morning. When I left, the roads were pretty much under control. It was snowing about like this, maybe a little bit more. Roads were good, salted. I didn't have any problem getting on the highway. I went 2 minutes down the highway, actually to Walmart. Got in the parking lot, and I turned in the parking lot, and it had not been treated. So it fishtailed about 4, 5, 6 feet before the traction control kicked in. Apparently it's not very good at low speeds, especially with rear-wheel drive, and you should see the thickness of these tires back here. That probably doesn't help. If you can see, probably not. But anyways, my point with this car is, if the roads are nice, salted, treated, maybe a little bit of slush, the car does fine. If there's any amount of snow on it, like that, and there's that slush ice underneath, it is all over the place. On the way home, it's probably snowed an inch since I was in there, so I'm going in an inch of fresh snow with ice underneath on a highway, speed limit 65. I was doing 48, between 48 and 50, and it was all I could do to keep it in a straight line. And that's not good when you've only been driving for 4 months. So I got home safely. Pulling in my neighborhood, though, I slowed it down to about 10 or 12 miles an hour and turned, and it just kept going straight. And I felt the anti-lock and the stability control come in, and it just spun it around about 90 degrees. I had to back up in the middle of the road. I had people waiting. It was terrible. And I did get down the street and in the driveway. But I learned pretty quickly today that I'm either going to need to get some heavy-duty winter tires, which I looked it up. They start at $800 and go to $2,900 for a full set of Blizzaks to fit these rims. And I actually have winter rims that are 2 inches narrower in the back, and even with those, it was still $799 from TireRack.com. But I'm going to need to either drive it when it's not snowing, snow is not anticipated, and the roads are good, or just not drive it at all and, take the Honda. And even, I just got home, actually. I was at my friend's house. I'm driving the Honda. There goes my lighting. Driving the Honda, I didn't drive it. But driving back from the next neighborhood over from here, which you guys know is just like 2 minutes, the roads are not plowed, and it was all we could do to make it up the hill. With all-weather tires, they are low profile, but they're, this is a Honda Accord. It's not a freaking race car. This is the V6 edition. And those are new Goodyear Eagles as of spring 2010, and they had trouble getting up the hill. So, you know what? It may be time for me to go out and buy a Land Rover. Leave a comment with your thoughts on that, YouTube.